give it up to our host for not even getting my gender right.
Yes.
Please flatter your introduction of all time. Comics have a bet going of who's more of a lesbian, me or Dave Neal. So he's a little prettier than I am. So, guys, I think I have a solution for the selfie epidemic, right? What we need is a scare tactic, okay? Like, for the anti-texting and driving commercials, they show teenagers getting into these terrible car accidents, right? I think that's a little extreme, but it's effective, right? So what I propose is the next time a girl goes into the bathroom of a club to take a photo of herself, the dude from Scream pops up behind her, right? But like, the catch is, he's actually there. And then he kills her. So, it's a fictitious scenario. No blood has been shed. So, guys, it's crazy hot out, right? It's insane.
Yeah.
It is so hot out. Like, people do crazy things in the heat, I've noticed. Like, it's so hot out that, like, lately I've been drinking water like it's whiskey. That's like a delayed, yeah. Like, that's like a delayed effect joke. It's like NyQuil. Like, it'll hit you in like 20 minutes. That's fine. So my boyfriend and I like to role play. But wait, well, it's not like kinky or like saucy stuff. It's more so like cutesy. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. He'll like pretend to be a tree, and like I'll pretend to be a monkey, and I'll like climb him, right? Or like we'll pretend to be like big and little penguins, and I'll like step on his feet, and we'll like waddle around the apartment, right? Or this is really fun. Like one time I pretended to take my birth control, but it was really a Skittle. And then he like pretended to get really mad and like threw things, and then he like broke up with me. But then he actually left and moved all his stuff out. That was about 6 months ago. So if any of you guys see him, you can just let him know that I'm ready to stop playing. Creepy, huh? But you didn't think I could be this creepy. So guys, I have a new friend. She's a waitress, and she's been telling me the stories, like the things that go on in the restaurant. And yesterday she was like, I was waiting on this table of all Jewish people, and I was like, oh, you can stop right there. Let me guess. They didn't tip, right? Because Jews are so cheap. And she was like, whoa, Maya, that's a little harsh. And I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, you're right, we don't know each other that well yet. Let me explain. I can say things like that because I'm a practicing anti-Semite. I just had the weird urge to sit down. I don't know why. I guess you're not supposed to say stuff like that out loud when you're performing. Guys, I just want to get something off my chest. I have a theory. I don't think Bert and Ernie were gay, okay? I think everyone needs to lay off of Bert and Ernie. I think they just had a rent-stabilized apartment. Cute? Yeah, that's what I was going for. This next one's going to be adorable. Something I don't really understand is like when you're filling out an online form, like to buy something or register for something. You guys know what forms are, okay? So I want to explain that to you. And there's like all these extra tabs, right, of like information you can leave, but it's optional. Right? It's like, who in this crazed, chaotic, stress-driven city, after leaving 3 pages of ridiculous, useless information, just so they can get half off a Cuban sandwich next December 13th between the hours of 12 and 12:30, afterwards it's like, oh wait, shoot, did I remember to leave my social security number, bra size, and shower schedule? Okay, just rectify that. Like, what do these people think? If they leave extra information, someone on the other end is gonna think it's really cute, right? And like call them and ask them out. Because I tried and it doesn't work. Mr. Jeeves, whoever you are. First name ask. Drove that one home for you guys. You were already laughing. There was no need to beat you. So I saw this really excellent poster the other day. It said, "Run for obesity, find the cure." Good cause, right guys? Very good cause. But I couldn't help but wonder, isn't running the cure? tonight? Like, arguably, if you know someone who's struggling with a weight problem, are you really being the most helpful friend you can be by offering to exercise on their behalf? Doesn't seem right. I love that you would just have a comment for everything, but they're encouraging me. It's lovely. Sorry, you just threw me off there with your positive reinforcement. I wasn't expecting that. I actually was talking to this guy the other day about diet fads, and he was actually defending them. He's like, there's some good ones out there. He was like, did you know that Weight Watchers is actually the oldest, most effective weight loss system in the world? Well, we're not there yet, but I'm glad you're on board. And I was like, actually, I'm pretty sure anorexia is. I was like, I'm pretty sure eating disorders predated the point system. Alright, before you guys think I'm like really insensitive about all this stuff, I can talk about this stuff, right? And listen, I didn't want to have to shock anyone tonight. But I was not always the radiant creature of perfection that you see before you here tonight. I went through an awkward phase, okay? In fact, when I was little, I went to fat camp. Sorry, actually, I exaggerated. When I was little, I was sent away to fat camp. Because you do not nominate yourself for that shit when you're 9. But the thing is, when I got there, this was curious, I was bullied for being too thin. So yeah, I was too fat for normal society, but not quite fat enough for weight loss camps. I was like a semicolon, like no one knew what to do with me. Do you know what I mean? I remember like my second date, this girl came up to me and was like, "Girl, you got a collarbone and you're here?" And I was like, you mean this old thing? So I kind of like returned to New York with like a distorted sense of self-confidence. Just walking around like, hey, what's going on, guys? Why is the Tyra Banks calling? That was weird. I don't know what just happened. I just blacked out for a second. So, you know what's fun? Like when you meet someone and like in a platonic way and you guys have like instant friendship chemistry, right? Like screw like real romance. Like friendship romance is amazing, right? I met this girl and we were firing on all cylinders. We were basically mental twins, right? Until we got like to the topic of guys, and then she was like, you know, I exclusively sleep with black guys. And I was like, oh, see, like that's where you end and I begin, because I exclusively sleep with nobody. So, it's more of my type. I guess I have to get out of here. I don't think that means I have 20 more minutes. So I'm gonna bounce, but I just have a question before I leave. Guys, is it weird to leave a trail of rose petals to the bedroom if I know it's only going to be me?